Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Astropill. Thanks for tuning in. We're playing more, I keep forgetting the title, Layton Mystery Room, Layton Brothers Mystery Room, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, that's not important right now. What is important is that we've got a sandwichy case on our hands and I need to go. I've got a time limit of 5 minutes and I've got to start looking for clues to see if I can, hypothetically name a culprit, because we are not ready to do that for sure this time yet. So let's go ahead and take a look. So supposedly when it's closed, you can't see on the terrace. That's what that says. Full height window, uninterrupted view of the coastline. It was unlocked, and it has Aldwych, Carrieres, and Wipowskis. Let's see. Mute view of the leaves are missing. A tie. Okay, a deck chair. It reclines, is fully adjustable. Dead body. She was strangled. Double fish sandwich. So I guess one piece of fish might be missing. I'm not really sure. They don't really specify, so I don't know about that. There's one piece of fish taken out for some unknown reason. Glass of juice. Copy the receipt. And Bosco Phelps is on there. And a round table. Okay. What about statements? Oh, we didn't even take a look at this yet. Okay, the victim's lover. Statement 1. Yes, I went into the room, but I had no idea Sandy was out on the terrace. How could I? The curtains were drawn shut, so we can see if that might contradict something. Actually, when I entered the room, there was a strong smell of scent. Smell of scent? It wasn't Sandy's perfume, it was the aftershave that bellboy I passed in the corridor wears. So according to this statement, the bellboy entered before he did, okay? I left the room and hung up the "Please make up my room" sign on the handle as I went. It was an absolute pigsty in there, so it was a mess. I don't know if that's significant, but okay. So I guess we'll keep in mind the order of who entered. Mademoiselle Aldwych had called room service. She wanted to eat on the terrace, so I took her food out to the table there and then immediately left the room. All right. While I was delivering her order, Mademoiselle Aldwych and I spoke. She shared my passion for crime fiction. We had a lively conversation on the topic. Okay. I only cleaned the room, that's all. The sign on the door. The sign was on the door. All the doors lock automatically when they close, but I have a master key. Okay, so she's talking about the main entrance, probably not the balcony, ? I opened the curtains while I was cleaning the room, and there was the young girl out on the terrace. I was surprised, so I called out to her, but she was dead! Okay, crime fiction. Went out, immediately left the room. Whose fingerprints were on there? Carriere's fingerprints were on this thing? Yes. Yeah, so supposedly, so far, everything checks out. Who wears a tie? I'm assuming it's the lover. Oopsie. Statements. So, yeah, he wears the red tie. He does not wear a tie. So, he seems like the obvious choice, but it's never the obvious choice. The man present at the hotel on the day of the murder. He's Aldwich's lover. Rude. Efficient and diligent. He's a neat freak. Clean freak. And it was a pigsty in the room, so I don't know. I mean, it's not his job to clean, though, so that seems kind of irrelevant for now. Hotel cleaner, mother of 10. Oops, I think I forgot to read this. Considered by all who know her to be an absolute rock. However, she worries that her husband may have an affair while working away. Oh no, that's all stuff we don't need to know about. Okay, you know what? Based on this, I'm still not really sure. Case summary. Let's look at all our options real quick. The incident occurred at a seaside hotel in a bustling holiday resort. This is the reconstruction device where you can explore the crime scene. Use it as often as you like. Oh my goodness. Tap one of the photos on the screen to see it at an enlarged size. Oh, is this significant? It's pretty is what it is. I really like it. Very cool. Okay, nice. On the day in question, Sandy Aldwych ordered a sandwich to eat in her room while she waited for her lover to arrive. Okay. I'm looking really hard at her. She's wearing a necklace. She's got a sandwich, and I'm only seeing one piece of fish in there, but who knows? Okay, great. Hotel bellboy took the order, duly delivered the snack to the lady on the terrace that adjoined her room. Okay, great. Things are looking good. Nothing out of the ordinary yet. After the bellboy left, Miss Aldwich's lover let himself into the room, but promptly left again when he failed to notice her on the terrace. Okay, blackout curtains, you know, nothing out of place. I don't really know. On his way out, Miss Aldwich's lover hung the "Please make up my room" sign on the door handle. Yeah, so the order is supposed to be the bellboy, then the lover, then Wipowski. So, seeing this, a cleaner by the name of Vera Wipowski used her master key to gain entry to the room and started her duties. And she drew back the curtains, saw Aldwich on the terrace. Surprised, she went outside, found the victim was dead. Okay. Everything kind of checks out so far. Like, I'm sure there's something hidden in here that I'm missing, but it's got to be the terrace. The curtains were drawn shut. Oh, okay. Something that is sticking out to me is, did he read when the bellboy delivered it? Did he redraw the curtains shut afterwards? And why would he do that? Maybe because they were already like that? Because I'm assuming if he comes in and she wants her food delivered, she would make her presence very obvious so that he would see her and deliver it to her. And would he close the curtains again after that? That seems kind of weird, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of. It's like, oh my god, I killed her. And then that's it. But like, what about the tie though? How do you get the tie afterwards? Or is it like, this guy left his tie behind and then the cleaner, like, threw it somewhere? What about the tie, though? I don't really know. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna go ahead and just say the bellboy for now, but I might be wrong. So, let's hear who you think is the most suspicious. I guess him? I don't know. I don't frickin' know, dude. I see. And what's your reasoning?
Well, he were the last person to see Aldwich alive, and if it were him, it would make the statements of the other two add up quite nicely.
Yes, that's true. Of course, you could say exactly the same about the other two suspects. Those facts alone aren't enough to prove anything.
No, I suppose not. Do you have a better idea then, Prof? How do you know who did it? Or do you think you know who did it?
Oh yes, certainly. According to my deductions, Yes? Doom, down! 97.6% sure of who the culprit is. 97.6% sure of the killer's identity.
You only work to one decimal place? You only work to one decimal place? I'm shocked.
The fact is, this is an unusually simple case. And if you don't understand and know who the culprit is, you're an idiot! Bloomin' idiot! I've been able to ascertain almost exactly what happened on the day of the incident. Nevertheless, there is a 2.4% window of uncertainty which cannot be ignored.
Because of the helpful fellow that won't tell us his name, is it?
Naturally, that's one area of uncertainty, yes.
So, he were the nameless wonder after all, eh? There's been alarm bells ringing in my head ever since you said he were claiming to be the lass's boyfriend. This were a crime of passion!
What? Is the guest here? Oh my god, he's here! What? Who said anything about a crime of passion? Come again? What? Fool! Why are they,
It's him! The killer!
What the heck is this? What is the system? Killer? You better not be calling me a killer, lady! A stander! What? Fool! Stander! Sorry, Lucy, I neglected to tell you because I found it would be much more amusing like this. I was interviewing this man earlier.
Oh, right!
What's your problem with me, huh? What have I done wrong?
Well, Mr. Oh, that's right, we don't know your name. Who are you? Withholding information, that's what you've done wrong. You've done something you want to hide.
Hiding your name? Who are you? Hiding the guilt? What is the system? Hiding your name? If you haven't got the brains to see why I'm doing this, I feel sorry for you. I pity the fool! Is he really supposed to be a Mr. T reference? I pity the fool! Now, let's all try to remain calm, shall we? This is all conjecture. No one's making any accusations. Perhaps if you could explain why you feel the need to withhold your identity. Okay, sure, I've refused to tell you who I am, but I swear I've done absolutely nothing to break the law. I can't have my name printed in connection with this kind of thing. I got my business to think about. I see. So you run a business, Mr. Top? I might do, Mr. T. And you're worried about possible bad publicity if you reveal your identity. Is that it? Bad press implicated, okay? You got it in one, officer. Hole in one. You play golf? Look, I've told you everything I know about what happened that day. Where I was, who I saw. Until my lawyer turns up, I'm not obliged to tell you anything more. I see. That's fine. We do understand. You're free to go then.
Hey, you're just going to let him waltz out of here?
Yes. Our next guest. I love this heart that we have to crack through eventually, I'm assuming. We have another appointment now anyway. Oh, where's that smell? Ugh, it's that aftershave again. I know why you're making such a fuss about me. Haven't you got the guy who did it already? Actually, we have yet to make a firm decision on that. But I'm going to go, right?
Just don't go too far. Not until we've got this mess sorted.
Be around. What? The text is so weird. I'm so baffled. Be around, like don't forget to be around here. But I've never seen it written like that. Why? What? This is so weird. Oh, I won't try to run if that's what you mean. Once my lawyer's on hand, I'll answer all your questions. Bring it on. So it's their inner thoughts, I guess, and they're attacking each other with it. This is so weird.
Oh, he's so full of himself. I'm gonna find something on you. You mark my words.
Well, first we have another interview to conduct with someone else. Calm yourself, Lucy. I believe he's already waiting outside.
Okay, I'm ready.
Mr. Zack Carriere, isn't it? Oui, that is my name. May I ask what this is in aid of? As the last person to have seen the victim alive, we were hoping you'd be able to assist us with our inquiries. Inquiries. I don't know what I'm doing with the voices, it's okay, it'll settle in eventually. Yes, we're investigating the young woman's death, and we'd like you to fill in a few gaps for us. Oui bon, if this is all you're asking, I am happy to try to help you. As it happens, I am a great fan of crime fiction. I have many things to say about this case, Inspector.
Well, we look forward to hearing your opinions, Mr. Carriere.
Par exemple, I don't know how to speak French, so this is gonna be offensive as all hell. Please ignore it. Go ahead and you just toss me out the window later. I won't even blame you for it, okay? Something very, the cleaner told me. It is very strange. It is about the sandwich.
Oh, hi. The hand sandwich, eh? I have to emphasize every single time there's a hand sandwich, because it's so funny that way, It's not quite a knuckle sandwich, but, it's close enough. There were a piece of fried fish just next to it that caught my eye. Very sus, if you ask me.
You have noticed? Bravo, mademoiselle! You're a detective par excellence! Sorry to disturb your Agatha Christie convention, but I'd like to start by investigating the corpse. If we can establish how Miss Oldwitch died, we may learn something about the sandwich mystery in the process. Of course, this is elementary detective work, n'est-ce pas, Inspector?
Grand idea, Prof.
So, Lucy, let's get this investigation underway,
Right you are!
I very much like Lucy so far. Alfendi, I'm not sure what he's up to. He's one of those classic, basically Sherlock-type characters, so I want to know what he's up to. I want to know what that cutscene in the beginning, very sus if you ask me. So I'm hanging on, but I like his character design. I like what's going on with them so far.
What's all this, then?
These are the issues we need to resolve in order to discover the truth behind the case. Pick whichever one you think, Slow down, Axis. It's not a race, dude. Pick whichever one you'd think you'd like to tackle, and we'll start investigating it.
Right you are, Prof.
Okay, these memos list key issues about the case. Listen to this music! Tap a memo to examine the crime scene for relevant info. Alright, so tap the silhouette in the center to discuss the prime suspect. If you need to do some more general investigating, tap crime scene at the bottom left. Okay, so first, examine the body and we'll see if we can establish a cause of death.
I'll get on it right away.
So let's take a look. Yes. If you want to tackle something different instead, just tap deductions at the bottom left of the screen. Great. Investigate the body. Begin investigation. Dun 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 dun. Examine evidence relevant to what you're investigating, which is in the guide box at the top of the screen. Great. It's oopsie, too far, too zoom, too enhance. The dead body, yes, right.
So this is Miss Oldwitch's body.
It looks like posterior strangulation. You're familiar with the terminology, are you, Lucy? You know what posterior strangulation is, and it doesn't have to do with your butt. Not that kind of posterior. Tap back at the bottom left if you want to take a break from the questioning to go over your files. Squeezing someone's bottom! Oh, no, that's exactly what I thought it would go for. No, that's not. That would be terrible. That'd be terrible. Throttling from behind, stabbing from behind, thumping? Throttling? Throttling can mean a number of things. I would assume just strangling someone from behind. Throttling? Is that what it is? Okay, I've never heard throttling used as the term there. When I hear throttling, it you know, sometimes it's for physical assault, but usually I hear for like internet, so it just sounds like being attacked, not particularly strangling. Anyways.
Hi, posterior strangulation means someone wrung a neck from behind.
Precisely. That was an easy one. Sadly, not all of the problems we tackle here have such simple answers.
No, I'm sure.
If you're ever up against a brick wall, you might appreciate a hint or two about the evidence. Just tap the hint icon next to the evidence in question under fact-finding in the menu.
Thanks for that, Prof. I'll bear it in mind. Menu, fact-finding, then tap the hint icon. Got it!
What about the murder weapon? Have you already located it? The accent keeps flying all over the place. Just ignore it. Oh, sorry, Mr. Carriere. Yes, according to the report, they did find the murder weapon at the scene. Let's see if you can uncover it too, shall we, Lucy? The murder weapon.
No problem.
Well, if it's strangulation, then it's probably the tie, because that's all we could find, so... Murder weapon. An examination. Oh, the murder weapon should be on the scene somewhere. That's what you're looking for. I'll find it, Prof. Don't you worry. I already know it. Let's go. Let's continue the investigation. I already gave this whole scene a good old once-over, okay? High quality tie made of silk. It's crumpled and creased. So, like, is it this obvious? Because I thought it can't be this obvious. Is it really just the dude? No way, though.
I found a tie here. Look!
A potted necktie. Oh! Yes, which would be consistent with the marks left on Miss Aldwich's neck.
So, this is it then, hey? We found the murder weapon!
That cravat.
Do you know something about this tie, Mr. Carriere?
Oui, it is a cravat of the lover of Mademoiselle Aldwich. I believe his name is Monsieur Phelps. Oui, Bosco Phelps. Yeah, okay, so that's his name.
By heck, you know his name!
Oui, I was something of a confidant to Mademoiselle Aldwich at times. She told me his violence had become too much for her again on this vacation. The hotel was her refuge. Oh no, was there domestic abuse involved? That's not okay! That's not okay!
Get over!
I apologize for not saying this before, but I am not comfortable to speak of the private matters of this clientele. Now, I wish I had not been so highly principled that perhaps a life could have been saved.
We'd best call Phelps back in, hey, Prof, with this new info.
Perhaps. Let me just mull it over for a while. First, we should tackle this case's biggest mystery.
Ooh, the hand sandwich. I really gotta repeat myself. I love saying that phrase. Any excuse to say it and I'll do it.
Yes. Update! Bosco Phelps. Update! Well, oh, it's just literally up. Can you just not do all this at once? Can you not update every single one with his name at once? If you had more relative information with each one, I would understand, but doing it one at a time, tedious, unnecessary. The victim's body, okay, the victim's body was found with her hand thrust among the ingredients of the sandwich she'd ordered.
Dead fishy that, I'm a pun master, and you're going to remember my name.
Oui, this is of vital importance. Let's examine the sandwich first and foremost. Then we'll try to establish what her hand being inside it is telling us. We'll listen very closely to the sandwich and it'll speak to us in temptatious whispers of its deliciousness. Sandwich. Great.
This is the sign in question.
With the mademoiselle's hand inside. An intriguing scene indeed. Perhaps it is some kind of dying message, no? Dying message! As I said in my statement, Mademoiselle Aldwich shared my passion for crime fiction. The idea of a murder leaving a dying message would not have been strange to her.
You mean, like some sort of clue to the killer's identity? How exciting!
A message. Well, that's an interesting idea. I'll just adjust things so you can examine the sandwich in more detail. Excuse me a moment. I've got to put some adjustments on whatever device is displaying this. We still aren't quite sure, but, you know. Now you'll be able to have a more thorough look at it. So, are you ready to examine the sandwich again?
Aye, let's get stuck in. Am I ever? I love the hand sandwich. It's my favourite thing.
Excuse me. Whenever there's something new to examine at the scene, you'll see new over the relevant area. Thank you. So much tutorial, so much complicate. Great. Oh my gosh, we get to look at every single thing. So, I mean, there's no fried fish. Well, there's smoked salmon. So maybe the double fish is the smoked salmon plus the fried fish. But why would you put both of those in a sandwich? I guess I don't see why not, but it's kind of unusual. I guess it would taste fine, probably. Smoked salmon. Salted and smoked slices of salmon cut very thinly. There are a fair few slices in this sandwich, adding to the overall volume. Okay. I personally am not a fan of smoked salmon. Fully cooked fish, I 100% on board, which is kind of weird for me because I don't really like any other seafood except for eel. But I cannot eat uncooked fish. It is just, my stomach will throw it back up. Nah, it's just the mouthfeel chewy, raw. Don't like it. So smoked salmon is barely even cooked. Some people are like, yeah, it's like, you seared it, you smoked it, you cooked it through a little bit. No, it's still raw as heck. Pickles, yum yum. Number of thinly sliced pickles. They have a unique smell and flavor that is an acquired taste, right? Not everybody likes them, but I freaking love sour stuff. I'm down to clown, dude. Lettuce. So much shredded lettuce that it's spilling out of the sandwich. Exposure to the air is starting to turn the leaves brown. Nasty. Egg. A number of slices of hard-boiled egg. The yolk is firm from the egg having been boiled for a sufficiently long time. Albitch's hand. The victim's left hand. Okay, so that's highlighted. It's her left hand placed inside the sandwich with the other fillings. It reeks of pickles. Mmm, so delicious. Extremely sweet tinned pineapple. Great. So you've had a look over it now.
Aye, that I have.
But what is the reason for her hand to be in this sandwich?
Well, I wonder if it's not why her hand is in there, but where her hand is in there, if you see what I mean.
Très intéressant. Apart from her hand, it is a sandwich of pickles, egg. Yes, but let's take another tack. Can you think of what Miss Aldwych might have been trying to convey in this dying message of hers? You two, discussed a bunch of sort of murder novels and mysteries and things like that. So, surely you can understand what the language of the sandwiches is trying to tell you. I told you if we listened close, it would whisper sweet nothings to us. By the way, we're getting to the end of the episode, so let's go ahead and dive into this sandwichy message in the next episode. I'm all in, man. I'm all in. I'm very excited. Join me next time. This is Axis, over and out.